Is selling on Amazon a scam? Is it even possible to start in 2020, or is it too good to be true? Well, today I'm going to be going over my 2019 revenue and profit breakdown in the business. But before I go ahead and get into that, I do want to make an announcement that the online arbitrage for Amazon FBA book has now been published into 100 copies. And this is freshly updated for 2020. And I will be giving away one copy or every video or until I run out to someone who comments OA in the description below. Now, if you purchase it or if you win, it does enter you in a chance to win a one-on-one mentorship with me, which I will be giving away to at least one person, maybe more, and you'll know if you won because I'll write on the inside cover that you're the winner. So feel free to check that out in the link in the description below. Thanks a lot for all the support, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Knowing your numbers is crucial for any business, and selling on Amazon is no exception. In today's video, I plan on doing an estimated profit breakdown as well as revenue breakdown of our 2019 business. And not only that, but I'm going to be giving our top selling categories as well as our top 2 best selling items and our top 2 worst selling items, the ones that we lost the most money on, so you can see an honest look into our business. So if you guys are ready, let's get into it. Hey everyone, my name is Kris, and here on this YouTube channel, I share what I'm doing and how I'm making money online with you guys. And 2019 was our first year of selling name brand products, our first full calendar year of selling name brand products via the wholesale business model. And when it comes to these income videos, I'm a pretty private person, but I think as a content creator on any platform, I think it's really important to be as honest and transparent with your viewers, especially when there's paid material offered, which I have on my channel. And I'm doing this, twofold. One, to be honest and transparent with you guys. And number 2 is, if anything, you can be motivated and see how I've progressed since I first made my first YouTube video. Now, as always, I'm going to be giving out a free 30-minute call to someone who comments on the video. The winner from last video is right here. If that's you, reach out to me via Facebook and we can set something up. And number 2 is a disclaimer. All of this information will be coming from our inventory lab reports, and I'll be in the computer. You guys can see that. And I will be showing you how you can pull those yourself on your own Amazon account if you're already selling and you're not familiar with that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that my first video in 2019 was my top 5 favorite categories for selling on Amazon that year. And without having to rewatch the entire video, number 1 was beauty and number 2 was health and supplements. So let's go ahead and jump in the computer and see what actually were our best selling categories for that year. Okay, so as you can see, our best selling category was health and beauty. Now, I want to say a disclaimer really quick about the inventory lab stats here. Okay, number 1, if you do want to find your best selling category, all you have to do is go into your reports, click on category profitability, and it will list that by number of units you sold. Now, I do want to say that 2 things. One is that we have 2 Amazon accounts, so this is not everything we sold. However, if you go to your search, Inventory Lab only has a report done on, they have 6 months and then they have everything. So they don't have a calendar year for this particular report. So what that means is that these results are going to be skewed. However, because we did sell across another account, it ends up actually being more than this. We sold more units than this. We did more revenue in this, and I'll show that to you. And secondly is don't just ignore this profit. We only started inputting our cost of goods sold into Inventory Lab around August of this year. So I'm not even, when I pull the cost of goods sold report, it's not even going to come from here, and I'll explain that. So let's go ahead and just get to it. So our top selling item, our best category was 44% came from health and beauty. The remainder 25% came from beauty, 7% pets, 10% video games, and lastly 24% miscellaneous. So, I mean, it's pretty, I thought beauty was going to be number 1, but health and household, which that was our main seller all year. Now let's go ahead and jump into our best selling items and our worst selling items. And you can go ahead and you can grab this if you want to see your own. If you're already selling and you want to see this yourself, you just go to your reports, go to your ASIN profitability in your Inventory Lab account, and you can see, assuming you're inputting the cost of that item in your Inventory Lab, you can see that. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. So these 2 items, our best selling item was a Roomba, and then the second best selling item was this Samsung TV. Both of these came from closeout suppliers, and we actually didn't even have to touch these items ourselves. They actually were shipped directly into Amazon for us. So, $10,500 off of just 2 SKUs. That's pretty intense. Now, these 2 SKUs are the ones we lost the most money on. $650 loss on this Xbox One thing, and then this Amiibo thing we lost $530 on. Now, Couple things I want to talk about with you guys on this one. I truly think that there were items that we lost more than this, right? This was just on paper we lost. Now there are some items I think were worse that we actually might have made money on, but we could have, we might have bought at the time what we thought was 6 weeks worth of inventory, and it ended up taking us 4 months to sell for one reason or another. And it happens, more people come in, maybe there was some seasonality that we missed, different factors that we didn't know going into it, that I think might have been worse than this. Now, I want to talk about the reason why we sold at this price to sell for a loss. Really, it comes down to liquidating. And when do we liquidate is the main question. Now, we really liquidate when we feel like we can move that capital into other avenues and make more money on. So you have to think of it like this, right? Like, yeah, we lost $1,100 on these 2 items, but there's additional capital tied to that we can invest into something else. So yeah, we might have lost $1,100, but what if we were to actually still bring back $7,000 that we could invest into, maybe we could make 30% on that 7K. So it's like, we made 30% on 7K is $2,100, and $2,100 is still $1,000 more than $1,100. So if you think about it like this, it's kind of the mentality: take one step back for 2 steps forward. You're still 1 step forward at the end of the day. So that's how we're thinking about it like that. So that's our best selling items and our worst selling items. Now, let's go ahead and get to what you guys have been waiting for, and that is the revenue, the revenue and profit breakdown. Now, one other disclaimer before we get into this is I have our fixed cost right here, which we did not input into Inventory Lab, and this is just all of our fixed costs. Now, some costs that I did not include in here are like variable expenses like tape and everything like that. And I maybe I bought a new mouse for my laptop, or maybe I bought an entirely new laptop. That's not included in this, and I'm just including that in our cost of goods sold for the sake of this video. We do have a bookkeeper that does everything, but like I said, they're still working on that. And for all intents and purposes, for estimated profit breakdown, just throwing that into cost of goods sold. So because we didn't input it all the year into our Inventory Lab. So as you can see, our total revenue for the year on 2 Amazon accounts and 1 eBay account was $1,066,432.52. Total profit was $261,942.75. Now, this is estimated, and that is not my taxable income. So that's not including things such as rent or, anything else that you can deduct that's not going to be on this particular spreadsheet. However, this is what we took away from the Amazon business, this part of our business. Now, I want to talk about each one of these fees, and if you do want to find these, you can find these yourself. If you go into your Inventory Lab report, go to your profit and loss section, and you can see all of that calculated for the year if you're already selling. And if you're not already selling and you want to set that up for this year, you can easily see that really quickly. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of these expenses. So one account was $871K, $175K, and then our eBay sales of $18.7K. We had credits, and credits are reimbursements or something. Amazon may lose your items, they may damage your items, and you can file reconciliations to get credits on that. So those credits came out to be about 45 grand across 2 accounts. Now this is where we get into all of the additional costs, right, of selling on Amazon, which is, returns, Amazon fees. So like the fee Amazon charges, the fees of actually selling on their platform, coupons used. So maybe if you have any coupons attached to your items, I know if you private label sell, you have your own products, a lot of people have rebates and stuff you can use on that. We didn't have too many. Then there are Amazon transaction fees, yearly fixed costs. So those fixed costs I showed you, that's those right there. Then there are FBA inventory fees, so fees of just having your items in the Amazon warehouse. We usually don't have too many, and a lot of these, that $11,800 comes from actually inventory in the beginning of the year. We don't actually incur this cost that much anymore. FBA inventory fees. Then we have a seller suspension insurance, which we only have on 1 account. So our seller suspension insurance is only on 1 account, and we paid $1,200 for the year on that. And then lastly is sales tax. So if you are in a state where Amazon is not collecting the sales tax for you, you have to pay sales tax on any sale that happened in that particular state. And if you want to know that, if you really want to know that really quick, you just go to your Inventory Lab reports, go to your sales tax report. It will give you the revenue of every single sale, of total sales in whatever state you're in. And then from there, you just check your tax rate in that particular state, consult your accountant or whatever it is, because you want to consult a professional, because it's going to vary from state to state, and it's going to vary from year to year. It's changing slightly every year. And then you just pay your Secretary of State that. So for us, it was $1,400 on this account, and then it was another $200 on another. So that comes out to be these totals right here. which now comes the cost of goods sold, and that is the biggest expense, okay? Now, the cost of goods sold, we just pulled from, we credit card reports, bank statements, and I just went ahead and grabbed those right here, and it came out to be 176K and 72K after of total profit off of both of these accounts. Now, I want to talk about eBay really quick when it comes to our eBay sales. Our eBay sales, I just used to ditch out, like basically just get rid of inventory that has not sold or we can't sell for one reason or another on the Amazon platform. And what you have to do is you have to make sure that, okay, so there's a 4% PayPal fee, there is 10% eBay fee, that's 14%, and then I went ahead and I deducted another 15% for shipping, because there were sometimes we sold it for free shipping, and I just wanted to be safe on that, so I thought it was pretty conservative saying we took home 70% of the gross on that. Now, the reason why there aren't any cost of goods sold on that column is because I've already attributed the cost of these items. I already wrote those off in this particular column, and so it would just be double counting the expense for that particular item. So I just went ahead and said, okay, we cleared $13,000 profit off of eBay, which comes out to be the $261,942.75. And that's it for this video. 261K profit. I think my biggest takeaway from this year was that there is a big difference between grossing $1 million in sales and profiting $1 million. But it's been a continual progression, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. Hopefully next year's profit breakdown will be even more, and I think it will be. So, like I said, I'm doing this to be openly transparent with you guys. And in turn, if it gives you motivation, that's great. Really, I'm just looking to be transparent with my audience. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you need anything, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media of your choice. And I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content I have planned coming up very soon. And if you haven't checked the free Facebook group in the description below, be sure to do that. I'm very active in there, and there's tons of other awesome Amazon sellers you can network with. See you there and talk soon. Thank you so much.